This is what is left of my classroom. It was once a safe place where children came to learn and expand their minds, but now it stands in ruins like the rest of my country. This is the story of Fatima, the story of a girl who once had passion for life and loved reading stories. She dreamt of becoming a teacher and helping children fulfill their ambitions. Unfortunately, her dreams were snatched from her. Fatima belonged to a family who, like many others, wanted peace and stability for their motherland. They peacefully protested against the changes that were happening. But then the protest fell apart. There was no one to listen to their screams, and they were left to fend for themselves. Then they came. ISIS. They promised new hopes and dreams. Many people decided to leave their broken cities and headed to a better future as promised by ISIS. Fatima's family traveled to Raqqa, where Fatima was given a job in the all-female police force. The police taught Fatima about their so-called caliphate and how, under their rule, women had to behave as instructed. Fatima was exposed to brutality and witnessed indiscriminate, severe punishments. The better future had become a nightmare as ISIS's lies and cruelty were exposed. It was during her training that Fatima met Yasmin. Yasmin was different from the other older girls. She had left her home and country to come to Syria.
I was a normal girl going to college in England. I studied sciences and hoped to be a doctor one day. Like all teenagers, I occasionally fought with my parents, but I now know all they wanted was the best for me. Then one day I met someone online. He showed me images of the turmoil his country was facing. He asked for help from Muslim brothers and sisters like me from across the globe. We spoke every day for several weeks, and with time, I began to trust him. He said he cared for me and I needed to travel to help him. So I packed my belongings and left my loving family for a land I knew nothing about. Once I arrived in Syria, I married the man who had convinced me to travel there. He instructed me to join the all-female police force, and I had no choice but to do as I was told.
Sharing their pain brought Yasmin and Fatima close together. They were able to open up about their grief and stories of the horrendous atrocities that they had witnessed. And then one day, it was decided that Fatima should be married. Though she was still young and in training, it was decided she was ready. Fatima begged Yasmin to help her. She did not want to be treated like a commodity and given away to a man she did not know. Yasmin spoke to a man who promised to smuggle Fatima out of the country for a large sum of money. He warned them that it was very dangerous and risky, but he was able to help. It took several months and many dangerous attempts before the smuggler was able to help the girls escape. In the dark of the night, he drove them to the border with Turkey. The smuggler managed to reach the border and promised to help them both cross over. However, Yasmin had decided she had no future in the new land.
Fatima, I am very sorry, but I cannot go with you. I have failed, not only my family, but my religion. I have been labelled a traitor and can no longer return to the UK, even though I despise these very humans who have killed humanity.
Fatima begged Yasmin to come with her so they could rebuild their lives, but Yasmin refused. Fatima was taken to Turkey safely, where she was slowly able to restart her future and eventually reunited with her family. However, she never saw Yasmin again and often wondered what happened to her.